metabolism.
Are there certain things that you eat every day?
I eat sunflower seeds every day, and I eat some buckwheat almost every day. And I like a lot of carrot juice. I like some beet juice with it. I like a lot of cucumbers and celery and a lot of greens, a lot of mixed greens, and a lot of fruit.
And most of these things are based on kind of your tastes and what you like, and again, the way that you feel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not because you think you're supposed to be eating sunflower seeds to get it.
I feel better when I have sunflower seeds.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't eat them, I feel like maybe I better eat some because of the way I feel, not because some book said that would be good.
Are there any cooked foods that are any good for anything?
I don't know. I don't eat any.
You know, some nutritionists say that hard root vegetables, tubers, I think they call them, things like that, have to be cooked in order for you to be able to absorb the nutrients.
Well, the water that's in the tubers, like, is carrot a tuber then or not?
I guess that would be in the ground, I think is what they're referring to, right?
Yeah. I mean, the carrot juice, that's certainly got something good in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's delicious.
And then I take the carrot pulp and I add that to a lot of things that I dehydrate. So I'm just kind of switching things around. No, I think eating a whole raw carrot, I couldn't do that. You know. No, I like to drink the juice, and then I like to have the carrot pulp in a cracker with some corn and some flaxseed and then some sprouts on top of the cracker and tomatoes and avocados, and it just is a more familiar texture, and that would be a lot of carrots to chew up.
Mm-hmm. Mary, I'm looking at your beautiful teeth. You have great teeth. Did your teeth, were they ever sensitive?
Oh, I remember that. I used to wake up in the morning and I have a lot of fillings, and I remember that my teeth were sensitive, and every morning I would wake up and there was like sensitivity. And after I was on the raw food, they never hurt anymore at all again.
Really?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Really early on in the diet, or did it take a while?
Yeah, it didn't take too long, as I remember.
That's great news for me. I have sensitive teeth. And speaking of sensitivity, I have really noticed something about the longer I'm on the raw food diet, the more sensitive my stomach gets. I'm more sensitive to certain foods, to bad waters, to things that raw food people would say aren't particularly good for your system. And I also noticed that my emotional sensitivity has increased. Did you notice these things, and what would you think that's because of?
You got me there, Bill. I mean, it really takes me into some interesting thoughts that you say those things.
Did that not occur with you? If you drink water right now, tap water, would your stomach kind of hurt?
I don't drink tap water.
What about polluted air and things like this? I'm so much more sensitive to environmental toxins. Does that not occur with you when you go down to Denver? The bad air, does that get to you a little bit more than it used to?
I don't notice it.
No?
No.
You're just a lot stronger than me. I'm a sissy. So, when the Botenkos were here, and they were preparing lots of their foods, they kept talking about the 5 tastes. And the food. Do you incorporate that into your preparation? Is that a concern?
Yes, I think that comes from Anne Marie Colvin, who is really a natural cook, but she cooks. But she did do a lot of natural things, and she thought that if you didn't have all of the taste, that you would try to balance yourself, like you'd have a big bowl of salty popcorn. and I think that's very true. And I think that if you plan a whole meal or a whole evening's eating experience, that you do want to incorporate all the flavors, all the tastes, because it makes it more satisfying. And so much of the time, if we're thinking therapeutic, we think, well, we won't have any sugar at all, of any kind, no fruit, no nothing. And that's pretty hard to do. Mm-hmm. I think it's much more natural to have all the tastes. And it's the chemistry of cooking or preparing food, actually, that you always have to have some acid and some sweet and some sour, or the thing doesn't marry its flavors and tastes like there's some preparation that went into it to make it a nice experience.